Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, guys. Today we will take a look at the Australian dollar. It really was a bit difficult choice today what currency to watch for, because I also would like to take a look at the New Zealand dollar. Market stands in progress there and is preparing for upward continuation. It's very interesting to see how situation will develop there as well, since we have the completed or better to say very good setup on the New Zealand dollar that we have discussed in our weekly research. It's really interesting since it involves as a weekly chart, as a daily chart. So at the same time, situation on Australian dollar is also developing, and I also do not want to miss some important moments. Just would like to control the situation and share with you what's really going on here. Also, today I have chosen the Australian dollar because it has a relation to the gold market. And in the gold market, if you remember, or for those of you who are tracking, monitoring our daily updates, weekly researches on the gold market, you know that we are watching there for the possible brand body sell on the daily chart in the gold market, since we currently mostly deal with the tactical patterns. The action on the non-farm payrolls release was really very strong, and that's why it's a bit all other action stands in the shadow of this recent motion. That's why it's very difficult to find right now some patterns there, or something really larger scale that could just could involve these recent rallies in something bigger, some bigger pattern. It's very difficult to do this because currently it's still unclear what will happen. So whether this upward action has finished, or it's just taking this short pause and then this will continue move higher. And probably we will get the clarity only on the Fed statement that we will get 2 weeks ahead. So that's why we currently mostly focus on this rally itself. Trying to catch some patterns that was created by this rally, and after that, when market will come down a bit, some retracement maybe will happen. We will probably get the clarity what to expect next. That's why today, that's another reason why I have chosen the Australian dollar. So but situation on Australian dollar is also interesting, especially on the high time frame. So I just recall you on the weekly chart. We have such construction, so it reminds mostly some kind of the a bit skewed head and shoulders pattern. So you can see the inner trading line so works very well. You can see this was support, breakout, resistance, 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 breakout, support right now, and that could become some kind of the right shoulder of these constructions of this pattern. That could trigger upward continuation on Australian dollar. In general, guys, this picture corresponds to our expectation on the gold market, that in the long-term perspective we treat the gold market as the bullish market. That's why appearing on the head and shoulders on Australian dollar absolutely normal, since Australian dollar is gold related currency, so it stands very tight correlation with the gold market. But in the short-term perspective, guys, we probably could expect some upward continuation here. It's probably 200 pips potential within the month, or maybe month and a half, to the upside, just to reach this resistance area, this neckline of this pattern. That's what about the weekly chart. I just would like to show you how the picture looks in a bit greater scale, just to understand what the bounce this is. Right now we're dropping to our daily chart. Since we're in the daily video, we mostly take a look at the short-term perspective. Recall that here we had the double repo pattern, which traded last week. it was valid, and it was able to stand valid even on this retracement, because if you remember on the last week we said that market should not break the 618 support of this action to keep the double repo valid, and this has happened. So market was able to hold above this area, and then skyrocketed on the non-farm payrolls release. So double repo pattern was very nice, and it has worked, and it has hit the target. So take a look. Market right now stands at the 50% resistance of the double repo thrust. It's minimum target of the double repo. But this doesn't mean that market should stop here at all and just reverse to the downside and just turn into the bearish action. Absolutely not. Double repo is at the starting point, and this is the minimal target. So double repo could become the reversal pattern that could trigger really very long action. But right now we're coming to the strong resistance cluster. To take a look, this is the two fib levels. This is the major 50% resistance. Here probably will stand the 618 of the most recent action. For double repo action, the 618 will be approximately the 75 even. Also, guys, take a look that we have natural support resistance area here. I have marked with this rectangle, yellow rectangle. And take a look, market right now at the daily overbought. So it will be really difficult for the market just to continue action to the upside. That's why in the nearest sessions we probably should be ready for some retracement down. But in general, we see that the sentiment mostly is bullish since market has moved above the monthly pivot point. This monthly pivot resistance stands right here. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we also see that market has completed this ABC bottom 1618 target. It agrees with the weekly pivot resistance 1. So we have very significant resistance. Weekly pivot resistance 1. 4-hour time frame chart, APCD 1618 extension, fib levels on the daily chart, daily overbought. So this creates even some Jodnapoly directional patterns. So for example, the combination of the fib resistance and daily overbought creates the potential bearish stretch pattern that should trigger downward retracement. Also, based on this ABCD pattern, we could say that this is also an agreement, since the combination of the ABCD extension and the fib level creates the agreement resistance that is stronger. That's why we should be ready for a downward action here. Possible targets for this retracement could be different, but most probable seems here probably will be some kind of the, not quite the confluence, it's a bit wide for the confluence, but 73 area looks suitable for destination of this possible retracement. This will be weekly pivot point. That, by the way, hasn't been tested yet. Market has opened on Monday and continue move right to the weekly pivot resistance 1. That's why today it probably could test the weekly pivot point on this backward action. This will be this fib level, and take a look previous stop. So retracement here looks reasonable. It's neither small nor too deep. It corresponds to the condition of the overbought situation, so that's why probably this retracement could happen. That will be normal. After that, we could get the extension, for example, some kind of the ABC bottom as a result of this retracement to the 73 area, and ABCD action. So that's something of that sort. So let's see what will happen. If you're a scalp trader, you could watch here for a possible bearish reversal pattern, for example on the 30-minute chart, on the 50-minute chart. If you get something, you could try to take even the short position on the trading of this drop. But for the daily traders, they should watch for retracement and use it for possible taking the long position, because currently on Australian dollar mostly the context is bullish, and this retracement we should use for possible taking the long position. So currently, as you understand, taking the long position here is absolutely unreasonable. So it's better to wait for some pullback. On the hourly chart, guys, I do not see yet any patterns that have been formed. So nothing. So maybe market will form something a bit later, but right now is not. Here we just would like to warn you about the existence of the strong resistance here, and that you should be ready for possible bounce. Maybe somebody of you will use this bounce for the trading.